Morning, everyone. Today, Ganesh Chaturthi, such a big occasion for everyone. May the Bappa bless everyone with happiness, peace, and prosperity. So, today, special, I am going to make Pala Talikalu. Okay, I'm not going to repeat it again. It's a tongue twister for me. So it's very sweet dish, amazing taste, and the Bappa loves this. So let's start our dish today with saying Ganapati Bappa. So the very first step to make pal taliklu is you soak rice overnight and then you drain it. And now I've put in to dry for 30 minutes probably. I've got a pretty good sun here. If you see, it's really bright today. So really nice weather for us. So that's what you will do. And then after 30 minutes to an hour, when it's completely dry, we will make a powder out of it. All right. Let's start the process. So after the rice has been dried, I made a powder out of it, and I'm gonna make a. I have to sieve it because if there is anything, out there that it's thick and it might not be good. And rice, how many you want, you can take. I just took a cup of rice here, but based on your, how many family members, and if you are expecting some guests, and or your family just really loves this, it's an easy way to do it. See, so let's just do that. All right, so that's done. Keep that in the side. And what we will do is, so the main ingredients is definitely rice, chapikan, bellam or gud, and some dry fruits like raisin, cashew, and dry coconut. So I've taken dry coconut here. And we definitely need a little bit of ghee, milk. These are the main ingredients. In between, if you see anything, if I've forgotten anything, you can absolutely add it later. So here we go. I'm going to switch on the gas here. And see, I've taken very less because this is for the mixing of that strings. All right. So little bit of water just for it to melt, and it will take some time to melt because these are like big chunks. So we'll come back and we'll see once it's melted. So there you go. If you see, the bellam is completely melted. Now I'm going to add it to the rice. It's pretty hot. All right. And I have already put the big one also, so that we can save time. Usually here I don't need to sieve the gud because it's pretty clean and neat. But just in case, if you feel that your gud is not, you have any doubts, please do filter it like that, and let's mix it. All right. We will be mixing it a little bit like not like an atta consistency, little bit lighter than an atta consistency, so we can make the talikal. All right, so I'm just gonna mix it, and I'm gonna mix it and show you. So here is the consistency that I'd like to have. See that? You can see that, right? It's not too tight, it's not too loose, it's perfect. All right, so we're going to keep that in the side for a minute, and when it's time you will see how I make the thalikalu. It's a it's an improvised version, I guess. So here the good is getting boiled, and I'm going to start warming the milk, and we'll be back. So here we go. I've put on the milk for boiling, and it's in medium flame. In the meantime, the good is all melted and ready to keep in the side, so it gets cool. All right, it has to be completely cool. So now what we will do is, because the milk has come to a warm consistency, boiling consistency, I am going to put the toppings, the sabudanas. All right, I'm gonna slow. Five. I just took 5 teaspoons for the milk that I had taken, and we will let it. So how much milk did I take? I took 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of water. You can make it more liquidy if you want. Thickness totally up to you. Sometimes we don't like the thickness, so we can do that. And so what I did is I made the paste, right? So I kept this little bit in the side, and here is the twist. Once it comes to half boil, I put it in here, so I don't have to do with my hand. And we'll do this, and we'll put the thalikal in here, and we'll cook. So this is the process that one of my cousin does it. She doesn't like to put the hands in that, so I've seen her do. So I'm gonna follow her path in this today. And believe me, it does come very well. The only thing is that your that rice flour dough should be at a consistency that when you rotate it, it really comes nicely. All right, so here we go. We will let the topicrons become a little soft, halfly done, not fully done, halfly done, and then we will put that in here. All right, so we'll give another 5 minutes and we'll be back. So the toppings have come to a half boiling consistency. So I'm going to, let's do this, guys. So this is my first time doing with this. I usually do with hand. Okay, let's see. Aha, there you go. You see that? Great, right? and no hands, nothing. Whatever size, right? Size doesn't matter here. So, and of course, it's all dependent on your pindi, how you've done. And so now, almost done. Almost done. One more. Yes. Ah. You definitely need some good energy to, and we will not give it a good stir. We just give that because we don't want it to. All right, and you get a good shape. And there you go. Oh boy. But it is coming. So this could be one possibility for you guys. Alright. And I am almost done. Here we go. We'll let it boil for 5 minutes and we'll be back. So we've let it boil now. Almost 2-3 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, remember that little dough, I took it in the side. I'm going to add little water and no lumps, and we will add that to this for thickness. Alright. There we go. I'm going to put little water here though. Just little. Enough for the entire thing to get scraped out from the side. And add it. We will not be keep rotating this talikalu because the chance of breaking, it breaking, but the heat, the gas stove heat should be very, very low so that it's really boiling. All right. I'm just seeing if, they're coming to a boil. Yeah, they are coming to a boil. So I'm going to keep that in for, cover it up in a very low gas, another 2 minutes. All right, if you see, it's come to a good consistency, and I am going to switch off the gas here. And if you see, the talikalu is done. I'm going to show you with another spoon here. See that? Can you see? I can cut into 2 pieces. I'm going to bring it a little closer. See? And your sabudana is also done. So be careful, guys. This is because it's rice flour. Sometimes, it tends to stick to your this thing down here. See? And it gets like lumps. So don't worry about it. Once it gets cooled, things will be fine and your talikalu will be good. Now I'm gonna add, I've switched off the gas. Now I'm gonna add cardamom powder, just a little bit for flavor. And you see the thickness of the thing? It's really come good. So I'm not gonna give it a good more stir because I don't really want to break it. I guess I've already, few of them I've already broken. So if you see that, see, you see that? Yeah, there you go. And I'm gonna leave it until my gur is completely cooled down. So the gur is not cooled down yet. Gur has to be, the gur liquid has to be completely cooled down before I can add it here. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I am going to start the dry nuts. Alright. to bring more flavor. Flavor and flavor. Flavor is all about it. And you know, this dish, of course, even diabetic patients can eat because it has good. But again, everything in portions. You cannot just lump on it like food. It's just a sweet. So here we go. That should be good enough. And let it. So this copper thing, this gets very hot very quickly. So I'm gonna just melt the ghee. And one by one we will add. So we'll let the ghee melt for a minute. Alright. Ghee has melted pretty hot. So first goes the coconut. Okay. We will give it a. We need to keep stirring it so it doesn't burn. Then goes the cashews. It takes a little bit time. Now I'm going to add the raisins. So my family doesn't like a lot of raisins, so I've taken a little less, but you can definitely add more raisins to it. No, not that one. Hold on. Okay, so alright, that was not for you. That was for my husband. Bought a wrong set of. There we go. Now I'm gonna close it and we'll let it cool a little. Remember, I made this good liquid in the beginning. It's completely cooled down now, so I'm going to add it. That is going to be your sweetness. All right. And last, not the least, I can just smell and eat. Ouch, that's too hot. There we go. I'm gonna cook out. And there we go. Aha! Pal Talikulu all ready, done guys, ready to eat. I am going to take out for the Ganpati Bappa first and then we will eat it a little later. Oh man, I can tell that my Ganpati Bappa is going to be very happy today. There we go. Ouch! See that? Ganpati Bappa Moria. I hope you like this video guys and you will make it. It's not that difficult. Somewhere, some places the Ganpati Bappa is coming on Friday. Some places he's coming on Saturday. So it's totally up to you. It doesn't take long time to cook this. You've seen it. I'm gonna cover it and keep it in the side. All done, guys. So for Ganesh Chaturthi, make this. Your Bappa will definitely love it, and I hope you liked it. What I have tried making it here for you guys, and you like my channel. You'll subscribe for my channel, and hope the Ganpati Bappa blesses everyone. All my best wishes to everyone out there for peace, prosperity, and the most important, happiness and health. Alright guys, have a wonderful day. Celebrate your Ganesh Chaturthi with full energy. Bye.